Welcome, Sasha and Richard.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me today to talk about the service that you offer. Let's start with who you are and what do you do?
Well, we are Chiltern's Musicality. That comprises of myself, Richard. I sing and also I narrate. And we have Sasha, my colleague, who is a wonderful singer. She's a great narrator and she also plays the keyboards.
Oh, fantastic.
So in principle we are always live music. Mike, who is our technician, and he comes around with us and sets up all the appropriate technical side that we need.
Yes, and we're experienced performers, and we specialise in entertaining people in care homes. So we do musical memories performances for people in care homes.
So how many different presentations do you deliver?
Oh, I think Sasha writes them all.
Oh, wow.
And I think now you're on your 17th.
That's right, I've just finished the 17th one, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
We always start any new care home that comes on board with us. We always start with our 40s, 50s and 60s
Okay.
show, simply because the age group of most of the residents in these care homes now, we're not talking about people that fought in the war anymore. Most of them sadly have gone. We're talking to their children. And so 1940, the back end of the 30s, 40s, they were kids, they were just growing up then. They were aware of the war and they were aware of the music that went on, but to them the 1950s, 60s and 70s were probably the most important decades because they were growing up, they were getting married, they were meeting new people, they were starting new jobs, they were having children, they were having new technology. It was an exciting time for them, and that is what we get most of the feedback on.
Okay.
Yeah, we start in logical order, so we start off with the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, and with each performance we do, it relates to the previous one.
Okay.
And so they're all delivered in a certain order. So we get as far as the 1970s, and then we do specialist ones like famous musicals, we do big bands, we do Latin, country
and
music,
Western.
yes. And
Actually, country and western is probably our biggest.
Is it?
Oh, they enjoy
Oh, wow.
that
yes,
so much.
yes.
One of our favourite songs, and one we always open up with, is "Coming Round the Mountain." When she
Oh,
comes,
yeah.
they love it, absolutely love it.
So what would you say that your unique selling point is?
Well, as far as I know, there aren't any other performers out there that do an audio-visual presentation.
Okay.
So we have words, we have live music, and we have
Videos, of course.
yes, and the PowerPoint presentation. And so they can relate with all their senses to what we're talking about.
And are there any specific facilities that you need for your performances?
Yes, well, as we do musical memories performances, this involves us using a keyboard, a computer, and we have a PowerPoint presentation as well. So we really need to use the care home's TV, and what we do is we plug into the HDMI port, and we display the words on the screen, and also there's lots of pictures that the people can identify with. And usually the care homes provide a communal area for us, and then they bring in all their residents that are able to watch the show, and they share their experiences together.
Many of which, of course, are in wheelchairs. And
Yes,
that
yeah.
kind of thing. But we work very well with the staff in the care homes, and they help us to arrange a suitable area so everybody can see the screen on the television, and then we do our singing and memories show.
Lovely. And what if maybe the place that you're visiting doesn't have a TV? Is there anything you can do about that?
Yes, there are just a very few places that don't have a TV. Some of them have a projector and a screen, and on some occasions we've been able to plug into that. But failing that, we do have a performance that we can do without using a TV screen, in which case I will play the keyboard and Richard and I will just narrate and share memories together.
Oh, lovely. And how long are your performances?
Well, mainly around about an hour, but by the very nature of what we do, we hopefully take residents back to certain decades of their lives where they remember what was going on, and we relate things like the fashions of the time, what went on in the world at that particular decade, things that were pertinent to their lives. So very often they are engaged in feedback with us. We do a lot of talking with the residents. The songs that we sing also remind them of the songs during their lives, because music is everything. It reminds everybody of certain periods in their lives. So we start off with an hour, but sometimes we do go over a little bit, depending on what the residents want to tell us.
So what genres do you perform?
Well, we do country, big band, we do Latin, we do country and western, and we do big famous singers, famous songs. And can you think of any others?
Golden oldies.
Golden oldies, yes.
Those are what I would term the ones that aren't specific to decades,
Yes.
that we cover. But we still go back. Say if we're singing country, we go back to the very first country and western songs. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes to those kind of songs.
And we talk about the history of each song too.
We do.
You know, how they, which area they come from, who the singer was, and maybe if it was during the era of the residents, what they might have been doing at that time, say in the 40s, 50s, or 60s.
Okay, lovely. So how long have you been doing this?
I think about 18 months now.
Yes, I think so. But both of us are experienced performers anyway. We've been sort of singing in public for quite some time. I certainly have. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Lovely. And what sort of areas do you cover? Kind of, would you go anywhere?
Locations.
Yeah.
Well, we're based in Amersham, but we travel within a radius of about 20 miles of Amersham.
So I'm interested to know what sort of appraisals and reactions have you had to your performances? What's the feedback been like?
Oh, fantastic.
So see that people who don't speak normally, as soon as they see the song words and they hear the music, they start singing. Fantastic, yes.
Oh, how lovely. And are you insured? Are there any safeguards you have to sort of put in place for your performances?
Yeah, we have to be. We have public liability insurance. We're DBS checked by the police. And all of our equipment is pack tested, which it has to be to go into a public arena.
Okay.
Yes, and our sound engineer is also fully qualified.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Sounds like you've got everything covered. Lovely. Well, thank you very much, Sasha and Richard, for taking the time today to talk about the service that you offer.
Thank you.
It sounds absolutely fantastic, and the benefit to the clients and the residents that you perform in front of is amazing to hear about.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.